Isn't that my mic in the right place, chat? Here we are. We are live. It's should be a good one tonight. Gotta turn the audio down just a little bit for the music so you guys can hopefully hear me a little better. But yeah, here we are. We're ready. We're gonna have an excellent stream tonight, chat. I can feel it. We are gonna be streaming Vice City Wrestling again. Very much liked the first episode. Enjoyed that first live stream. It was a ton of fun. Interestingly enough, today the stream is going to be only on YouTube, and that is how my TEW streams will be going from here on out, only on YouTube. Right now, I do currently have Ellie in my lap, so hoping she calms down. She has been a little bit of a nightmare today, and she's currently trying to eat my pen. So, she's also pulling out the chest hair, baby. Yeah, you guys aren't supposed to see that. I think she's going to be going away here shortly, in a minute or two, because she is acting a fool today. So I don't really want her doing that while we're streaming. I don't want her getting in any kind of trouble while we're streaming. So she will more than likely be going away here shortly. But as for now, maybe we'll try to start. We'll try to run through a couple minutes of stream before we put her away. So as we transition over, nice. I'm gonna move the camera up just a skosh for you guys. Center myself a little more, and we got Vice City Wrestling. We are looking forward to episode number 5 of Vice City Live. And actually, I know I had initially said that we weren't going to run any pay-per-views or events. I think we might change that. I think we're going to run at least one event coming up here soon, and then try to figure things out from there. So, as a reminder, Pentagon Jr. is still the champion, and the tag champions are the Revival. Very fun. Creative. Orange Cassidy is the most over person on this roster, which is absolutely ludicrous. I've made my position on Orange Cassidy made very clear before in my AEW breakdown video. Okay, she is now on the desk. This is probably not going to work out, so I'm going to take a quick minute here, go put her to bed, and then I will be back to stream with you guys. She's also continuing to try to eat the pencil, so I will be back in 1 second, chat. Sorry about that. Alright, chat. We are back. We are back. We are live, and we're just here to have a good time. That's it. Ain't nothing but a good time here in Vice City Wrestling. So I have a little notepad this time. I have the card for our first pay-per-view mostly mapped out, so we're going to build to that. I don't know exactly when I'm going to make it, but we are going to have somewhat of a pay-per-view. And I might do it AEW style, as to where it's still, like, it would just take the slot of our regularly scheduled TV and not make it a special event. Because if I go into our events and coverage and see availabilities, oh man, well, no, I was gonna be like, oh man, you guys can see all the people I signed, but I forgot I did everything on stream, so you know that we have Darren Young and everyone else, so it shouldn't really be an issue doing this. Darren Young and Shima and Darren Young, Shima, yeah. Won't be an issue. So we just have to figure out when we want this event to be. So I keep saying so a lot. I'm sorry, guys. It is currently week 2 Tuesday. We're gonna have it be week 4 November Tuesday, 2-hour event. Call it 2.5 hours. And suggest name. Welcome to the. Wow. Suggest name button coming in strong. Vice City Wrestling. Welcome to the party. I actually do like that for our first event. I want to change it. Yeah. It's going to be Vice City Hotline. Like a Hotline Miami type deal. And we're going to even spring for a minor band, some minor celebrities, and 15,000 on the set. So that we can have it be extra cool. Oh, it set it for Tuesday. It's got to be on a Monday. Modify this event. Monday. Cool, chat. Cool. All right, so we are a week away from our next show. So that actually was not a good idea because that only gives me one more show to build towards this event. So I might push it back into December. I'll have to push it back into December, just to give us a little bit of time to build towards the matches that are going to be happening. Because I know we've built towards Heath Slater versus Pentagon Jr., but I haven't built to any of the other matches yet. And I don't think I did a specific time frame or date for when that Heath Slater versus Pentagon match would happen, so this works. Just building towards it like that. How you doing tonight, chat? How you guys holding up? Kind of a rough week for me. Not the best week, but that's how it goes. You know how it be. Yeah, this is weird. There's so much more like integration with YouTube, just streaming on YouTube on Streamlabs, and I really like that. Harlow O'Hara, call up for Finn Balor. Calvin Tankman, completely forgot I offered him a contract. He was suggested by a fan in the last episode. It's, I think, Emily is here _ on Twitch. Don't know if you're going to find the stream on just YouTube. Sorry about that, but we're streaming only on YouTube now for TEW. Just to make it a little easier and a little bit more fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that. I know I am enjoying being able to stream just on one platform. It is kind of nice, but also I do miss being able to reach more people. Enzo Amore, hired by the NWA. Alex Kozlov, hired by The Crash. But a big part was I didn't want to segregate my audience like that. You know, the people couldn't interact in chat between YouTube and Twitch, and so I didn't want to do that. I just wanted everyone to congregate in one place. This is also the first time I've done a stream without announcing it beforehand, so I wanted to see how this would go. And fingers crossed that it will go well, but I don't know. Oh, I forgot to tweet out the stream. Chat. Give me a second here. How rude of me. I don't know how I always forget to do this, but I forgot to tweet out the stream once again. Give me a second. I'm really bad at this. I don't know why anyone watches my videos. I suck. I suck at all of this. Are we actually live? I can't find the stream. Chat. There we go. Got it. Give me 1 second to send out this quick tweet and get a couple more people in here, and then we are good. I definitely wrote Twitch in the tweet instead of YouTube. Alright, chat, we get the tweet out there. And I've fulfilled my duties. The squad. Cody Diener, Psycho Mike, and Carter Mason debuting as a stable. And now it is Monday. We are set for our show. Absent workers, Shima and Maria Kanellis, as expected. Backstage incidents. We have multiple. John Silver set up a barbecue outside and cooked for everyone. Love that. Darren Young, bright in the backstage area, being so cheerful and fun to be around. And then Vampiro and Dave Finley. Vampiro was brought to wrestler's court, failing to pick up his share of the tab on a shared rental car. Woof. Vampiro's a needy personality type. Did not realize that. I wonder what that entails. I actually haven't run into the needy personality type yet. Here, needy. No natural, fragile ego. Interesting. Unable to wrestle again. Let's test it. Let's see if it works. Oops. Talk to worker. not willing to do that. All right. Troublesome neck, history, concussions. That's fine. Let's book the show. I just want to take a look back at the last show, see what we did. We had Vampiro, the promo on Slater, Carter over Silver, Reckoning. Zicky Dice says his sights are set on the Warhorse. Alexander Hammerstone versus Alejandro Saez. Hammerstone and Shane Douglas. Pillman Jr. defeats Pineapple Pete. FTR, Orange Cassidy, and Simon Gotch. And then, yeah, okay. Alright, I think we are good to go then. Ready to book this episode. How long is it? 90 minutes? Okay, yeah. 90 minutes. I have a cut on the inside of my lip. Dog headbutted me in the lip last night, and was not fun, chat. Did not enjoy being headbutted in the lip like that. We're gonna have Caleb Connolly come in for this match against a face. Alejandro Saez irritated. I don't care because you're a jobber. Should have Tim Storm go over him? Pineapple Pete? So many options. Grado? Yeah, we'll have Grado go over Caleb Connolly. Oh, the ludicrousness of that, but that is exactly what this product calls for. Grado's going to be the star and Caleb Connolly's not. Doesn't matter your wrestling ability, you just got to be a character. Tristan Archer is a heel. And a face to go over him. Dan the Dad. Love Dan the Dad. Levi Shapiro. Rich Swann. No, it can't be Shug D because he's not over. Let's give him the Warhorse. Warhorse go over Tristan Archer. Have them go 14 minutes. The Warhorse in an open match. Rule his ass. Okay. I don't think the Von Erichs have wrestled yet. So we're going to have them go up against the Vaudevillains. Simon Gotch is going to take the fall there. Ross Von Erich over Simon Gotch. Open match. And then I think we just need one storytelling match, if I remember correctly. Yeah. We'll have a heel get a win here. It's going to be Outlandish Ziggy Dice or Mike Bennett. We give Mike Bennett a big win here against Levi Shapiro. Mike Bennett, open match. And then we just need, actually, yeah, we'll do one more match and then fill in our angles from there. Who should it be? Let's pick someone who's over to fight someone who's not over. Rich Swann, and let's look at all the heels that we have. Ooh, Calvin Tankman's coming in as a heel. A flabby super heavyweight. I kind of wanted Calvin Tankman to be a face. Gymnastic background. I feel like he should definitely be a face. What do we do with Calvin Tankman, chat? I'm not going to have him debut yet. That's what I'm going to do. Pope versus Rich Swann. That would be a really good match to have main event the show. Has the Pope actually had a match for us yet? No, he hasn't. I know he debuted in the segment, but I don't think he had a match, so he didn't have a match, actually. Zicky Dice versus Rich Swann in the main event. I think that's a great idea. And this is what our card shapes out to be. Nothing super strong, to be completely honest, but it works. Grado. Microphone. Success. Didn't I have someone that I used to interview people? Or was it just Jim? Yeah, it was just Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette hates his life having to interview Grado. Because, let's be honest, in real life, that is exactly how that would go. Warhorse is going to cut a promo. Warhorse accepts the challenge of Zicky Dice at, oh, what did I call it? Hotline. Having so much trouble typing. At Vice City Hotline. So him and Zicky Dice will have a match at Vice City Hotline. Just on Zicky's overness, but he'll be off screen. Major success for him as well. Did not mean to change the order of that. We're running out of space. We're going to run out of space really early. So, Jim Cornette, yes or no? What about Jim Cornette? You're going to have to be more specific than just Jim Cornette, yes or no. What was I going to do here? Oh, yeah. We have a Cash Wheeler, Dax Hardwood, Ross Von Erich, and nope. Why are you not going to? There we go. Marshall Von Erich selling, biting. No one gets scripted. Major success for them. Defeats for the Von Erichs. FTR. Blinds. Side the Von Erichs. Challenge them to a match at Vice City Hotline. Man, this dude just asks, so Jim Cornette, yes or no, and then leaves chat? Bro. I don't know how to answer your question. Like, what's going on? I actually have to revise my pay-per-view card really quick. I did change plans, so I need to rebook a little bit. I had to rebook. I had Zicky Dice and Warhorse not facing each other. So then I need to come up with something else. Let me look and just see who is left on the roster for a match. Who did Ben Carter debut against? Won the Battle Royal. And defeated John... Oh, no, he didn't win the Battle Royal. He defeated John Silver in his first match. Yeah, I think this will work. Alright. I have that card mostly booked. And I would like to squeeze in one more angle, yeah. Mike Bennett with the microphone. Give him the live mic. He will host the Miracle Open Challenge at Vice City Hotline. So he's going to have an open challenge, and that's just going to be how we do that. Oh, shit. No, I can't move forward with the show. We don't have the champion or the challenger on this show. What the fuck am I doing? Also, I did not put this with proper road agent notes for what things need to do. What? Tristan Archer versus Warhorse can go shorter. Bennett versus Shapiro should go that length. Okay. Vampiro. Pentagon Jr. Vampiro Promo on Slater. Slater is scared of Pentagon Jr. Scared. Yeah. Then we do one storytelling match. And that will be the Vaudevillains versus the Von Erichs. And now, like a booking analysis, Grado's being used too much on the show. Doesn't he have like a 9-minute match? Oh, he's getting interviewed afterwards. That's fine. We gotta get him over at some point. Start the show. Terrible match. Grado defeats Caleb Connolly. Gets a 30. Connolly with a 32. Grado with an 18. Yikes. Yeah. So maybe Connolly should have gone over, but he's going to be a good roster piece. I think I only have him for a few appearances, so that's even better. Put Grado over. Jim Cornette and Grado both improvised well. He gets a 44, which is fantastic. Grado and Cornette, man, got to put them together more. Warhorse defeats Tristan Archer, 35, 22 from Archer, 36 from Warhorse, which I'm very happy with. I might keep Tristan Archer around because he did perform somewhat well here, and I feel like I could do some good gimmicks with him. So then Warhorse accepts the challenge of Zicky Dice. It's improvised dialogue, did not go well for Warhorse. It gets a 30. We get a 37 for the tag team match. Decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling, so that's how that goes. The Von Erichs defeat the Vaudevillains. Marshall and Ross did pretty well. The Vaudevillains did not do that well. 37, and then we go into this. FTR blindsides the Von Erichs. They're going to have their title match, 49. I really thought it would go better with FTR in here, but I remember them, they did get in like the 60s for their match ratings. So they're not super over, so this was a good segment good segment, all things considered, because they were only half of the equation there. Terrible match. Mike Bennett defeated Levi Shapiro in 11:53 by pinfall with a photo finish. 31 for the match. 31 for Mike Bennett. 18 for Shapiro. 41 for his open challenge announcement. 47 for our main event, which I'm very happy with. I really did not expect this to do that well. I expected it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be a 47. Zicky Dice with a 39, Rich Swann with a 44. Rich Swann loses his debut, but to rising star Zicky Dice. Can't wait to build Zicky Dice. He's going to be the future of the company, man. Him and the Warhorse. Vampiro struggles going off script in his segment, and he only gets a 43. Now for the show as a whole, considering the main event and the final segment, I'm going to say it has to be about like a 45. Because that was really good. 46. So close. I'm getting good at the game. Getting good at guesstimating what it's going to be. Increase our popularity in 11 regions. We're happy with that, chat. We are happy with the results of that one. Very happy with it. I really, really wish I could have gotten Tyler Bate. It reminds me because this back screen here is Tyler Bate versus Walter. But fucking in the game, Tyler Bate's a damn neo-Nazi apparently, so can't get him for a while at least. Till everything blows over. Tristan Archer and Levi Shapiro are gone now. Vice City Wrestling gets a .06, 45,393. How does that compare? Show history. Ooh, that's down. Yikes. Is it because fucking Orange Cassidy wasn't on the show? I don't know, but it looks like, yeah, we've gone down multiple weeks in a row, which kind of sucks. Oh, I guess we did go from, low 50s to mid 40s on the show rating as well, so it does make sense that we did go down there, unfortunately. But now we get to move into the next. No, we don't get to move into the next one yet because I need to adjust when the next event is. Actually, I guess I don't need to. Hotline can be next week. So we're gonna jerry rig this, guys. We're going to hijack the schedule, teach you a little TEW trick for running it AEW style, where your television is sometimes an event, because that's what we're gonna do with probably all of our events. But you don't really want to run TV the same week as you're running a TV event. So I'm going to show you how we do it. It's going too fast. I clicked the wrong button. I was just supposed to simulate one day, but I simulated more than one day. Now we go in here, events and TV shows. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I don't know. But Vice City Hotline is our event. Vice City Live then will be held on Tuesday. To then push it out a day. We also need a broadcasting deal. We'll go with Destination America again. 3 months. Late night? No, we're doing early evening, yeah. Damn, they're willing to let us take a lot of money. 40% to the company. Happy with that. How you doing tonight, chat? How's everybody doing? Now we can simulate to Vice City Hotline. Very excited about our first ever, really, event. It'll be nice. Nice and fun. Don't really know how to fill time while the game is simulating. That's another thing. Because there's so much simulating in the game. You gotta learn to fill time. Fill time. Bo Dallas. Is Bo Dallas still with the WWE? I feel like I haven't seen him in so long. I think Joe Henning got released. Kurt Henning. No. Who am I? What's Curtis Axel? That's his name. Curtis Axel. I think Curtis Axel got released, aka Joe Henning. But I don't think Bo Dallas did. I don't know. It's weird. What they did with them is so weird. They're both second generation stars. Like, I don't know how they dropped the ball so much with Joe Henning. You literally have the son of Mr. Perfect, who might not have the same charisma, but, I mean, son of Mr. Perfect. I guess he also doesn't have the same physique, but come on. They had so many second generation stars that they fumbled. They should have just stuck with the legacy style stable, but expanded it. It should have been like almost the Main Event Mafia or a Bullet Club type thing. You know, they had Alpha Jr. Alpha Jr. was in Legacy for a little bit. Then it was Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. You could have incorporated Joe Henning. Richie Steamboat could have come up and be in that. Fuck, man. You could have just kept cycling people through, and then when you were ready to push them, take them out of the group. You know, there was a lot of people that they could have. Ooh, Bobby Lashley. Oh, we're going to make a push for Bobby Lashley here. We're going to just offer him a ridiculous amount of money. Per month. $40,000. Oh my god, how much would it take, Bobby? $60,000 a month. What is their offer from the WWE? 18 months? So far from 2 years. Oh my god. Do we just bankrupt the company to get Bobby Lashley at 44? Absolutely not. We do not. Oh, that would be fun, though. Just spend all the money on Bobby Lashley. Peyton Royce is on the rise. That's nice. EC3 is gone. Warhorse signs with A1. One night only deal. And we have Vice City Hotline tonight. Ready for this. It's gonna be a good show, ladies and gents. So now, Destination America is very small. Damn, I should look for a bigger one then. I feel like there was multiple small deals I could have gotten, but I chose Destination America for some reason. Fuck. Well, we only have a deal with them for so long, so I can get out of it somewhat soon. It should just be Shima. Darren Young is working for New Japan tonight. Good thing I didn't plan on using him for this show. 2.5 hours, and I only have 5 matches planned. Crap. Oh, and we can't do super long matches with this product. I don't know why I went to put a tag team in here. Bases, so let's book from the top down. I don't know why I'm just trying. I don't know why I can't type on stream. Slater and Pentagon Jr. They're going to go 17 minutes, and I'm going to get penalized for them going too long. Pentagon Jr. is going to get the win. Why did the music stop? Why did the music stop? Oh, man. Music stopped because we ran out of Music. Ooh, I don't like this track. Hold on, chat. I gotta find a new music for us. Oh, and of course we get an ad to start it, so 1 second here. There we go. We are back. Pentagon Jr. gets the win. Open match. Let's have them just do a spectacle. Slow build. For the VCW Championship. Ooh, this music's getting me a little pumped up. Warhorse versus Zicky Dice. The first of many clashes they will have. It will be an open match. Do I just leave it up to the road agent who wins? I think for the very first one, I will leave it up to the road agent who wins, but it will be a decisive win. Do I do that? No. No, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be Zicky that gets the first win, but he's going to win it via tainted win. Go down. Then we'll have our tag team title match. What do you think of the card shaping up, chat? Versus the Von Erichs. 13 minutes. Dax Hardwood. Open match. Have them tell a hell of a story in there. But also an all-out match. So, I wonder how that's going to work, because storytelling they're supposed to hold back, but if I say all out, they're supposed to go all out. So I'm not sure how those two things will mix together. There we go. Alexander Hammerstone versus not Caleb Connolly. It was going to be Kurt Hawkins, but Hammerstone is recognizable by the fans, so it doesn't really need to be anyone super noteworthy. Maybe Colin Delaney. Colin Delaney is going to lose to Alexander Hammerstone. Decisive win. Domination by Hammerstone once again. Who I now need to assign a manager. It's going to be Shane Douglas is going to be managing him. Hopefully it's a good pairing. You know, the franchise and the new franchise. Then we have Mike Bennett versus Ben Carter. They're going to go 15 minutes. Ben Carter is going to get the win. And it's going to be a flash pinfall win. Get the real quick roll up on Mike Bennett. That's one thing I love about having a small company is people are willing to put people over. You know, Mike Bennett, who is I think he's star for us, and Ben Carter, who's unrecognizable, he's willing to put him over because there's not that much parity in their overness, which is a good thing. And then I'll just throw one more match in to fill a little bit of time. Exclude already booked workers. Who should be in this last match, chat? I'll let chat pick this last match. I'm going to start putting in angles, and I just want to see, like, a little bit in chat what you guys think the last match should be. Zicky Dice and Warhorse. And they're both going to entertain here. Major success. Warhorse is furious about his loss. Zicky. Oh man, I can't spell. Zicky retreats and celebrates. How are we doing, chat? For those of you who just joined, because it looks like we did just get a couple extra viewers, I am letting you guys pick the last match on our first event style show. So we're kind of running it like AEW in that we're running it in place of what would be our regular TV. So then we have Shane Douglas, Alexander Hammerstone, microphone. Do it based off of Hammerstone's menace. And Douglas says Hammerstone is the future of wrestling, the new franchise. Mike Bennett, Ben Carter. I definitely should have scripted some other promos. Bennett is shocked by his loss. Carter celebrates. We have FTR on the Von Erichs. Ah, no ideas, chat. No ideas for last match. Oh no. Vampiro, Pentagon Jr. Microphone. Overness. Vampiro says Pentagon Jr. is unstoppable. Cero miedo. And we're gonna have Dax Hardwood, Cash Wheeler, Ross Von Erich, Marshall Von Erich, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton. Selling. I don't feel like fighting is an appropriate one for this. Let's be neutral. FTR are beating down the Von Erichs post-match when and that's a P, not an R. That's also a P, not an R. Rock and roll, make the save. We have 96 minutes, which actually, I'm going to roll with it at 96 minutes. I might actually just shave 1 minute off of Hammerstone versus Delaney. A 2-minute match. So, oh, it's not long enough. I want it to be 95 minutes so that it would line up with our regular TV time, but I'm not going to do that since I set it to be 2.5 hours, and I can't do this time frame that I just wanted to do. So we have to add a couple, maybe just one bullshit match. We have Brian Pillman Jr. on the show against someone he can kind of fly with. No way, Jose. Shug D, Pineapple Pete, Grado. Ooh, did I have him face Pineapple Pete before? Who faced Pineapple Pete? Yeah, it was Brian Pillman. Rich Swann. Ooh, I think Pillman Jr. can fly. Kind of can. So we're going to have them do a high spots match. Pillman and Swann. Pillman. Oh, I don't want Swann to lose 2 weeks in a row. He did just come in. Damn it. So I'm going to have Swann in a high-flying match with John Silver. That works. Rich Swann. Open match. High spots. Oh, we forgot agent notes still involving Brian Pillman Jr. Did not realize that one, chat. Segment is booked. Have it be... Oh, geez. I hate the layout of the booking screen in this game. It's so much less intuitive. We have Heath Miller and Jim Cornette. Heath Miller based off his microphone. Jim Cornette also based off his microphone. Cornette none. Cornette interviews Slater before his Vice City heavyweight title match. So we'll have that little classic mid-show interview for the challenger, and that perfectly meets time requirements. We will add a little bit of a pre-show, a 4v4 on the pre-show. I don't know why I filtered by gender again. I don't need to do that. Heals only, the Reckoning, the Assyrian Portal. No, I don't want to do that. Just singles. Faces, we will do Dan the Dad, Grado, No Way Jose, and Pineapple Pete versus Austin Gunn, Brian Pillman Jr., Jimmy Rave, and Famous B. Pre-show. Gotta give the win to Brian Pillman Jr. And other than that, I don't really care too much as long as the match is open. Because if the match is open, it will be better. One more thing I wanted to add was the Pope. The Pope, again, is in the crowd. Wants to make someone famous. Alright, I think this works. This looks like it should be a good show. I think I have everything. Ben Carter's used far too much. I don't really care a ton about that. So now we can start the show off. We can start the show off, guys. Yeah. No, I don't want them to do a high spots match. I want them to steal the show. I did not book this properly with flow. So they're gonna work the crowd. Is that gonna burn the crowd out? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We can always edit as we go. Manage the crowd. So Brian Pillman Jr. gets the win. Pins Grado. Pillman Jr. was head and shoulders above everyone else. He is good. He is also a stud and a building block of the future. 30 for the match. Happy with that. Main card. Decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Dice defeats Warhorse 13-19 by submission after blatantly cheating. 43, 39 for Dice, 36 for Warhorse, and Ziggy Dice was off his game. Match got the show off to a strong start. So the match outperforms both their individual performances, which is excellent, and they don't have any negative chemistry, so I'm very happy with that because this was going to be my marquee match for the future. Warhorse furious about the loss. Ziggy retreats, celebrates 48. Happy with that. Gets the crowd hotter. Hammerstone defeats Colin Delaney. 320. 29 for the match. 39 for Hammerstone. 28 for Delaney. 39 for Hammerstone already. That dude is going to be a fucking stud for us. He's going to make us a ton of money. Shane Douglas puts over Hammerstone as the new franchise. 42. 43. It's decent reaction, subpar wrestling. 40 from Swan, 31 from Silver. Silver was really off his game. Match gets the crowd buzzing, which is great. I wasn't sure if Silver was going to be able to perform very well in this, and he probably didn't if I look at the dirt sheet. Yeah, he was penalized for a number of things. I mean, stamina. But it looks like a lot of them are getting penalized for being unable to use high-risk moves or spinal impact moves because that is how our product is set up. I don't want to risk any health of the workers. 64 for Cornette's interview of Slater. Happy with that. 32 for the Ben Carter over Mike Bennett in the open challenge. Fast roll-up. 32 for Mike Bennett. 23 from Ben Carter. Happy with that. It works. Trying to get Ben Carter over. 32 for the post-match segment. 63 for the Pope going through the crowd and looking for someone. Had the crowd eating out of his hand with his improvising. Decent match. FTR defeated the Von Erichs in 13:03. Inverted figure 4. 52 for the segment. But I think, is the crowd getting burned out yet? No, still just have a very hot crowd. That's good. Because I really thought the crowd was going to be burned out by now. Mid 50s for FTR, low 30s for the Von Erichs. Happy with that. Some people didn't do well without scripts, but that's fine. 44 for the big run in and save from the Rock and Roll Express. We then go into this match, a little too long given our audience. 43 for the match. I really hoped it would be better. I really hope this match would have gone better, chat. But it got the crowd buzzing. 48 for Pentagon, 42 for Heath Slater. Maybe I just can't use my usual booking mentality. Oh, they both got penalized for psychology, too. Penalized for being done to a crowd that was already at an emotional high. Shit. Well, I guess a lot of this is my fault. 43 for the match. Last segment gets a 45. Imperial struggle going off script. As for the event as a whole, I'm going to say I got a 55 because there were some really good segments on it. Main event kind of shit the bed, but there was a lot of really good matches, a lot of really good segments. 50 even. That's fine. Show increased popularity in 11 regions. So who are some? Dax, Cash, and Warhorse. Compliment on a good performance. Praise for a great performance. Praise for a great performance. Make speech. Dax was pleased. Cash was pleased. And the Warhorse was pleased. Happy with the way that one turned out. I still don't know what that guy meant by "so Jim Cornette, yes or no?" Because if he was talking about, do I agree with Jim Cornette on his assessment of the MJF and Chris Jericho angle? Because that was something that I probably shouldn't talk about on stream. Has left VCW due to contract expiry. But I didn't use him. Did he have a road agent? No, he's only a wrestler. Did I use him? Was he in the... Oh, he must have been in the tag match. That's fine. I'll bring him in for another 2 appearances. $50 an appearance. That's fine with me. Robert Gibson. Marshall Von Erich's going to be a star. Worth pushing hard. He will get a good push soon. One thing I am disappointed about was despite that being an event, we didn't get a huge bump in viewership. Only went up a couple hundred. And I still don't think... Yeah, that was way down from what we were getting before. I actually do want to see if we could have gotten a better TV deal. A lot of very smalls. Fight, which it wouldn't have been great, but Fox Sports 2, also very small. Pop is very small. Pursuit, tiny. Yeah, we got the best TV deal we could have. It's fine with me. Now we go back to events and TV. Vice City Live moves back to Mondays. And just like that, we have Vice City Live back. That is how you run the AEW style pay-per-view schedule, where some of your pay-per-views or larger events are just regular episodes of television. That's how you run it, chat, in case you didn't know. Size, we're not getting any bigger either. That's a problem. We're gaining popularity, but we're not going up, which is a bit concerning. We lost music again. What is going on? Ugh. Chat. Live stream is just a mess tonight. Figureheads. None of these people are people that I want as figureheads, with the exception of maybe Pentagon Jr., but nah. Okay. Titles. 50. 36. Tag titles have gone up in prestige by 1 point, which I'm happy with. World title, still at the same level. Creative, hidden gems. What's out there? No one that I really want to get right now. Ring Generals, FTR are just so good. Showstoppers, Pentagon Jr., Talk. Okay. Let's move on to the next show, chat. So if there were more people in chat, I would definitely give you my reactions to the MJF and Chris Jericho debacle that was on the television for All Elite Wrestling. But I think I'm going to make a sit-down video about it because there's so much in AEW that I want to criticize right now. All I'll say is that segment killed any hope I had for the future of AEW. My views on the future of AEW were already bleak to begin with, just from watching their show and then not watching their show, and it's to the point where I just watch Reddit highlights of the show, and even those, 90% of the time, I just watch and I'm like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck are they doing? It's very disheartening. I had a lot of hope for AEW, and they have literally just taken that hope and shit all over it. So I don't think I'm gonna be watching AEW again anytime soon. I didn't even watch, like, that was just from fucking Reddit. I saw that segment and was like, nope, I'm done. I'm not watching this shit. I wanted to like AEW so much because individually I really did enjoy the work of a few of the members of the Elite heading into it. I really enjoyed Cody's work. I had enjoyed Kenny's matches with Okada. I enjoyed the little bit I've seen from Hangman. The Young Bucks were kind of take 'em or leave 'em. But in AEW, it's just... it just falls so flat. It's just not great, chat. I don't enjoy it anymore. It sucks. It feels really bad to not enjoy something that you wanted to like so much. What did you guys think of it? Did you guys see the segment? Let me know if you guys, what your guys' thoughts were. If you guys still watch AEW, if you did watch AEW, if you have ever watched AEW, let me know. Man, this music is a banger. Was cringe. I would have to agree with you. It was... oh, man. Like... how... if you're running a wrestling company, a multi-million-dollar endeavor with your dad's money, how is that something you put out? Oh, man. We got penalized. 5% reduction in attendance. Jimmy Rave is gone again? No, not again. Like, how is that something that you think is a good idea? And it's probably Jericho strong-arming his way. Because he's probably got a ton of creative control. Because he's fucking Chris Jericho. You'd be a fool not to give him creative control. But at this point, looking at what he's doing with it, my God. It's just... it sucks, man. I wanted to like it so much. Putting together a tag team match to start the show. The Reckoning. Rather than going to have a match with the Rock and Roll. It's going to go 9 minutes. Razor is going to get the win. It's not going to be open. Rhodesian cannot be a competitor, so change it to Mike Rotunda. Trying to be different, but that doesn't always mean good. Personally, I prefer NXT. You know, I want to go back to watching NXT, but I don't really have a legitimate reason for not going back and watching NXT, other than the fact that I've been away from it for so long that I kind of don't just want to, like, come in cold, like, right now, because I know a lot has changed in the last few months. They've had, geez, how many NXT champions in the last few months, and they're probably going to have another because Finn Balor broke his jaw, but I need to start watching NXT again, because the matches I really did enjoy. Yeah, I think a big thing that turned me off from NXT also was that I had been such a fan of the Velveteen Dream, and then all that stuff about the Dream came out, and so when you've got this person that you really, really like on the show, and then all of a sudden, that person may or may not be a pedophile. It's the same with, like, I don't know if you guys watch comedy or anything, but there's this one comedian, Chris D'Elia, who I really enjoyed, and then a few months ago, like towards the beginning of lockdown, it was like, oh yeah, there is all these underage girls that are now coming out and saying that he has DM'd them, allegedly. And it's like, oh man, please don't be a pedophile. That's how I feel about Velveteen Dream, and that really hurt my enjoyment of NXT, because I loved watching his matches. I loved his character work, and then I'm like, oh man, no. Mike Bennett, who is hot momentum, is going to face Tim Storm, who has cool momentum. Tim Storm, what's your match history like? Oh, wow. He is the workhorse of power. He's every week on power. Jeez, man. I gotta look and see how the... Damn it. I keep setting up matches that I've already done. Faces. Does he want to rematch with Ben Carter? You wanna rematch at Ben Carter? No. PJ Black. Let's just feed him. No way, Jose. Mike Bennett. Again. Open match. PJ Black is going to put someone over on the show. Heels. John Silver. Ooh, John Silver's getting chilly. We need to start pushing him again because he's good. He's good, man. We just need to give him that push. Calvin Tankman. Been burying Dream on NXT ever since he came back, so there's that. Yeah, but that's the thing, man, is I don't want them to... There's 2 points to make here. You don't want to see him on television anymore because it's like, just let him ride the pine until this situation's over and dealt with, and then decide whether or not you're going to keep him. Don't push him through the active situation as it's going on. But then at that, like, if it comes out the other side, if we come out the other side of this and all these allegations against the Velveteen Dream are false, and you just buried this dude who has the potential to be a megastar in the industry, like, you've just done more damage than you could have. But also, I guess there have been the reports that he's not the best to deal with backstage, so they're handling it how they should. I'd trust Triple H to handle it, but it's just one of those situations where you're like, there's no ideal way to handle this, in my opinion, and that does suck. PJ Black? Who are you going to lose to? You can lose to Alexander Hammerstone? I just want to see how his popularity has gone. Track progress. It has gone down. What? Are you fucking kidding me? I've been pushing Alexander Hammerstone hard as fuck, and his popularity is falling. Bro, true, you right. Thanks, man. But yeah, like, what are the major... I just want to see what's going on outside of this company that he's losing so much popularity. MLW. He's winning matches in MLW, too. That's the thing. He is 9-1, and he has lost popularity. That's some crap, man. So, like, what are the major storylines going on right now in NXT? That would be interesting to me. One guy I really do want to start watching NXT for is Dexter Lumis. I feel like Dexter Lumis has an interesting character, and I'd like to learn a little bit more about Dexter Lumis. Because, like, all the highlights I see, I'm like, that dude gets being a character. Which in wrestling is something you definitely need. It's a good character. Calvin Tankman. Just keep coming back to Tankman. He will debut eventually. Gargano versus Priest. Candice versus Io. Lumis versus Grimes. Lumis versus Grimes is intriguing. I feel like they'd play off of each other well. Love Dexter Lumis. He's my favorite in NXT right now. He does look very... He's got a great look, and he's got a great gimmick, but I'm not 100% sure what his gimmick is outside of, like, Dexter. Like, the most I know about his gimmick was just the stuff that he did with Roddy Strong. But that was very entertaining to watch, the Roddy Strong stuff. So we're going to have a 6-man match. Tag titles changed, so I guess... Oh, I forgot about that. I did see that Pat McAfee was the one fucking with the Undisputed Era. You know what? I'm going to start watching NXT again. There's enough going on in NXT that warrants me starting watching again. Between Dexter Lumis and Pat McAfee looking like he's going to make a run in NXT, not just a match, I'm very intrigued. Love Pat McAfee as a personality, but then, like, the fact that he could go in that match with Adam Cole, I'm like, ooh, Pat McAfee, man. Ember versus Dakota, yeah. Ripley versus Gonzalez? Gonzalez or Gonzalez? Either way, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to recollect these things because I do look at Reddit and see things that are posted and see some of the videos. So I'm starting to remember now a lot of these stories. All right. So now we're gonna have a 6-way number one contenders match. It's fine. No worries on spelling. Have you been watching stream? I don't know how to fucking spell anything. Brought the spin the wheel, make the deal thing from WCW for Halloween Havoc. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. There's man. WCW. There's a whole thing that they just fuck it. WCW. One thing I wish they would kind of do or would have done was instead of SmackDown, once you acquire WCW, make WCW the second brand, or when you're starting NXT, make NXT WCW. Since you own the intellectual property, you own a ton of shit, you're not using it, all you're using it for is DVDs and network content. Like, bring the WCW name back. Have NXT initially should have been WCW. Because it started in the Southeast. It would have gotten them a lot of attention down there with that WCW name. A lot of the old WCW fans might not have followed it, but I would say that the current like NXT product is like a modern take on what WCW, like good WCW, 80s WCW would be. And so I feel like that would have been a great move for them, would be to have been to make NXT WCW. Because then like you're at least using this stuff that you paid for. Yeah, like obviously they've been using the names for War Games, all that stuff. They've just been using the WCW names, bringing them back for NXT. It should have just been WCW in the first place. But I need to focus for a second and put together this match. So the Pope is going to be in it. Orange Cassidy is going to be in it. I'm going to try to not have that many people that were in the first title match. Elimination match, or title match, qualifying match. In this one, we're going to bring in Darren Young for this match, and then Warhorse and Zicky Dice are going to be in it, just to try to build that story out a little more. 15 minutes. Who is going to be the next contender for the AEW World Championship? I have not decided. It should be Warhorse. No, it's going to be Rich Swann. And Darren Young's going to take the pin. It's going to be open. And that will make Rich Swann the number one contender. Rich Swann. Pentagon Jr. Fighting. This would be a minor defeat since it is post-match. So we got that going on. Akam, Rizar, and James Mitchell. Microphone. Menace. Mitchell says if the Von Erichs really wants to defend R&R, they do it next week. So basically, James Mitchell is going to call them out for a match. We got Hero, thank God. I thought Cassidy was going to win. Nothing against him, but he's not a main eventer. So that's the thing with this company, actually, is Cassidy could be a main eventer in this company, because it's like what we're striving for is a late 80s style product. Not late 80s, but like mid 80s WWF style product where you've got like your Hogans, your Savages, and just the larger than life characters. And I feel like Orange Cassidy, in a company like that, Orange Cassidy could work. In a regular wrestling company like an NXT and AEW, Orange Cassidy doesn't work. But in a WWF 80s style company, I think Orange Cassidy would be perfectly fine. Live the gimmick. Long live the gimmick. Mike Bennett, microphone. Ben Carter. Bennett wants a rematch with Carter next week. PJ Black and Hammerstone. It's gonna be Shane Douglas, the mic, Stone, next franchise. We're just hammering that home. Give him title shot. So basically, Shane Douglas is going to talk about how great Alexander Hammerstone is. He is the next franchise. And him not being in that world title #1 contender 4-way is a mistake. And we have the same thing is basically going to happen for Brian Pillman Jr. Yeah, it's crazy to me that Orange Cassidy is the most over person in this company. Like, the most complete and over person in this company apparently is Orange Cassidy. It's like, what the fuck? With the talent on this roster? Jeez, man. Pillman says he should be one contender. We're going to script him. Don't want to take any chances. As few chances as possible. Ooh. Oh, man. Jose and Bennett. No, this should be the storytelling match. Storytelling. Book segment. Pillman Jr. and Says. Should work the crowd. Kind of crazy. Yeah, it is bonkers to go to creative and Orange Cassidy over everyone else. Over Dax Hardwood, Carl Anderson, Cash Wheeler, Razor. Everyone. And Warhorse is our next big thing. Loving the stream, man. Keep up the good work, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love, everyone. Let's see. Should we do a pre-show? Yeah, we'll do a pre-show. Just a quick little tag team match we'll add. The Von Erichs are going to go over the Vaudevillains again. The Assyrian Portal. I don't think the Assyrian Portal have debuted yet, so I don't know if I want to debut them in something like this. We'll try Ben Carter and Pineapple Pete together against, let's say, Austin Gunn and John Silver and Calvin Tankman. Then I debut Calvin Tankman too early. John Silver and Austin Gunn. We'll just try them together. See how that works. And surprisingly enough, I do want John Silver to get the win here, because I feel like we're borderline getting ready to bury John Silver. So I want to bring him back a little bit on the pre-show. And we're ready to start it. So John Silver wins this match for him and Austin Gunn. Oh, and would you look at that? My first ever like random tag team match put together, and both of the teams have no chemistry. That's fantastic. I'm so glad I did this on the pre-show and did not decide to make either of these actual teams. That is why I love using the pre-show. 28, really only the only notable performance is from John Silver. He gets a 34. Start the actual show. Pillman Jr. goes over Sayas, 32 for the match, 36 for Pillman. Pillman's promo goes over well, gets the crowd hotter, 40. 31 for Hammerstone over PJ Black. I feel like it should have gone better, but they don't have chemistry, so that does dampen it. Shane Douglas does good work at ringside. 40 for this one. Douglas is great at improvising, putting over Hammerstone. Mike Bennett beats No Way Jose, 35 for that match. Mike Bennett, honestly, has been the biggest disappointment of the series so far. I thought he'd be churning out at least mid-40s by now, but to be hitting 30s, man, come on. You're Mike Bennett. You're the Miracle. So he wants the rematch with Ben Carter. He gets a 43. Rock and roll. Lose to the Reckoning. Damn, dude. Akam and Razor are so good. Ricky Morton was off his game. 49 for this one. Happy with that. Then James Mitchell calls out the Von Erichs for next week. James Mitchell underperformed, struggled going off script. Once again, I've said it before, say it again. This right here, this is bullshit. James Mitchell would not struggle going off script. The Sinister Minister, fantastic promo. That is disrespectful to James Mitchell. Fuck that shit. 47. 51 for our main event number 1 contenders match. Decent match. Rich Swann defeats Orange Cassidy, the Pope, Darren Young, Warhorse, and Tiki Dice in 15:03. Rich Swann pins Darren Young. Chicken Fried Driver. Orange Cassidy, head and shoulders above everyone else. Orange Cassidy. Chat. Orange Cassidy pulls off a 57 in this match. Orange Cassidy outperformed everyone else in this match by a huge margin. The next closest person in this match to Orange Cassidy was Rich Swann, and Orange Cassidy scored 15 higher than Rich Swann. Oh my god, that grinds my gears. How can you do this? Okay, just calm yourself, Nolan. 51 for that. Orange Cassidy benefited from having a hot new move. He does not have a hot new move. I can tell you that right now. But post-show, Pentagon Jr. attacks Rich Swann. Oh my goodness, is he going to be okay? Despite all the reviews he would get for his gimmick, Orange is an amazing performer. I'm not a fan of Orange Cassidy. I mean, I said it on my AEW criticism video. If I sit down and watch an Orange Cassidy match, I enjoy myself, and I pop, and I get into it, and I go along with it, and then after it's over, once he's off the screen, I sit there and I think about what I just watched, and I'm like, damn, I feel dumber having watched that. Like, in the moment, it's fantastic. Afterwards, I'm like, oh, man. Make eye contact with the camera and tell me I love you, Emmanuel. I love you, Manny. Thank you for watching. 55 for that segment. So to finish out the show, what do I think it's going to get? So we got a 55 for this, 51 for the main event. So I'm going to split the difference, call it 53. 51. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. It should have been better than that. Increase our popularity in 11 regions. So that should boost our viewership at least a little bit. I'm going to say like 40. It should put us back in the 47,000s. Which will be good. Very needed to get us back up that high. Where is it? Vice City Live? 570. That's not it. 251 fans. That sounds better. PJ Black, Darren Young, and Alejandro Sayas all gone. Pillman Jr. just doesn't get it. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. 47,422 viewers, so it gets better. We're getting a little better. Dragon Gate extension. I'm going to simulate to the next show, and I'm going to take a quick break, run to the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. Alright, chat, we're back. And it's still simulating. We skipped most of the simulation, which is nice. But, it just takes so long sometimes. You have a really, really good PC, and it still takes a while. I guess there's a lot of data in the game for it to process, so that is how it goes, as the kids would say. I saw an excellent meme while I was off camera. I'll quote the meme for you. Let me pull it up real quick, because I'm going to send it to my friends, because it is hilarious. So, top is a picture of Vince McMahon. Bottom, picture of Tony Khan. Top, I became a billionaire after inheriting a wrestling promotion from my dad, Vince McMahon. Bottom, Tony Khan. My billionaire dad bought me a wrestling promotion. That very well sums it up. Very well sums it up. And coming for NWA. Oh, I actually wanted to look at the NWA and how their recent shows were. Because, oh man, these are booked so different compared to the actual NWA shows. Maybe not. Because it is 1 hour and they're squeezing 4 matches and 3 segments in. That's one big criticism I have of NWA. Like, I really wanted to get into watching it. They have a lot of really talented people there. But they just try to do so fucking much with that show. In 1 hour, there's like 6 matches and a ton of segments. And you're like, oh my god, man. Like, chill. Let me digest what I'm watching here. Like, stop just hammering me with matches. And they're like 3 and 4 minute matches. It's like, geez, calm down. They're so short. Okay, so we lost 67,000 last month, which can be largely attributed to our event, because we did use 15,000 for the set, 25,000 for the minor band. But what else did we lose money on? Show costs were, whoa, show costs were really high. 70,000. Well, I guess that does include the 15,000 for the yeah, that includes all the costs for extra stuff. We paid a ton more in workers too. Maybe just because we had a full, okay, I know what happened. We actually had a full, month, as opposed to just running a couple shows like we did in October. So we might run out of money at some point. Oh boy, can't wait to deal with the financial meltdown that's going to happen in my company. Let's see here. Backstage incident involving the Warhorse. Spot on impressions of his colleague. Love that Warhorse. Keep them in high spirits. Just like you do. Another match. So we did say we were going to have the Reckoning versus the Von Erichs. And then after that, the Von Erichs really need to start getting some wins. Because they are in the toilet right now in terms of winning. We're going to give the win to Akam. Open match. Add another match. Can't make them look weak at all. I didn't have the tag champions on the last episode. What am I doing with myself? Pineapple Pete? Pineapple Pete gimmick was poor. That's funny. I'm debating, because I know what I want to do with Calvin Tankman. We're going to go really quick to the roster. Calvin Tankman. We're going to change his gimmick to a bodyguard gimmick. Dominant. I'm not even going to change that. I feel like it's generic enough that it can just be right in the middle. Dead set in the middle. The question is, who is he going to be the bodyguard of? You guys won't know that. I'll know that, but you won't know that. Heath Slater, after his win, he's got to come back to television at some point. He is going to wrestle with someone. Pope, Simon Gotch. Mike Bennett, John Silver. Dude, that'd be a huge win for John Silver. Jimmy Rave, Famous B. Let's give him Famous B. I had plans for Famous B, and then was like, nah, I don't feel like using Famous B. I'm not that dumb. Caleb Connolly. Unimportant now. Ryan Pillman Jr., Ben Carter. Oh, that's right. Ben Carter wanted the, not Ben Carter wanted it, but Ben Carter and Mike Bennett were going to have a rematch. Should we give Mike Bennett his win back? Have them do a trilogy? Or should I just have Ben Carter get the win again? We're going to give Ben Carter the win again. Fuck Mike Bennett. He's been such a disappointment in this mod. You digging the music, chat? I'm really digging the music right now. Ooh, the Warhorse is hot. Outlandish Ziggy Dice isn't quite hot yet. Has Dan the Dad had a match for us? Oh, man. Yeah, Ziggy Dice beat him. He was in the Battle Royal. He's been in other things. Music is cool. Yeah. It's WhiteBat Audio. Credits to WhiteBat Audio. I use his synthwave stuff for all my TEW streams. I enjoy it a lot. I think it's really good for the background. Ziggy Dice versus Tim Storm. We're going to give Ziggy Dice the win. She's gotta be on TV, man. Ziggy's gotta make the TV. And then we'll do one more match. Hammerstone's hot. So, dude, is his popularity still going down? That's such crap, man. I can't believe with how hard we've pushed him that he is still down from where he started. Like, he has lost one match between all the companies he's been in, and I don't even think he took the pin in that match. Redonkulous. John Silver has to get a win on television. John Silver versus Pineapple Pete. Pineapple Pete. Yeah, just a one-on-one. Get his win. 11 minutes. John Silver, open match. Heath Slater versus Famous B is going to kick off the show. Crowd. Then Ben Carter versus Mike Bennett 2. Yeah, I think the card's set up well here. Now we need to fill it in with a couple angles. Heath Slater, microphone. Slater apologizes for letting the fans down. You'll let him down, Heath. Cash Wheeler, Dax Hardwood. FTR. Reckoning to learn respect. Oh man. So just put that FTR segment in there, get them on TV, but also set up a potential future feud with Reckoning. John Silver beats Pineapple Pete. But the big thing is going to be Rich Swann. We'll cut a promo there on Pentagon Jr., who'll be off screen. Swann vows to become champion. Ziggy Dice and Tim Storm. Zick Dice. Ziggy Dice says BCW is going to get outlandish when he wins the world title. If you have not watched Ziggy Dice, I highly recommend it. It's been a while since I watched him. I haven't watched NWA in a while, but man, is he entertaining. This match will be a storytelling match. tell a little story there. Then we have perfect 90 minutes. We didn't quite get all our champions on the show, but Rich Swan is going to talk about the champion. He is the #1 contender, so that works for me. 90 minutes perfect, and I think I'm ready to let this go on. Wait, Hammerstone wasn't on the show at all, which I am kind of disappointed with, but we're going to do a post-show. We're going to have FTR on one side, the Rock and Roll on the other. FTR and Hammerstone versus Rock and Roll and who? Orange Cassidy. No, I don't want to waste money bringing Orange Cassidy. We're just going to have Grado in there. Post-show. Let the road agent decide what happens. So we're ready to book this one. Or ready to run this one. Decent reaction. Subpar Wrestling. Slater over Famous B. 42. 43 for Slater. 23 for Famous B. Show gets off to a strong start. 57. Crowd gets hotter from this excellent angle from Heath Slater where he apologizes to them for not kicking Pentagon Jr.'s ass. About to do that much heat. Terrible wrestling. Ben Carter defeats Mike Bennett. 32. I think Ben Carter performed a lot better in this match than the first one. I can't remember exactly. Bennett performed about the same, which is disappointing. Bennett has been super disappointing for us. Ooh, FTR with an excellent promo here, 59. Didn't that much heat. Terrible wrestling. John Silver defeats Shug D, 37. 37 for Silver. Shug D with a 22. 41 from the Pentagon Jr. promo from Rich Swan. I don't know how I was trying to say it the first time. 44 here for Zicky Dice over Tim Storm. Happy with that. 41 Dice, 36 Storm. Fuck yeah, dude. Love me some Zicky Dice. 62 on the promo from Zicky Dice. No one else involved. No one else's overness. Just Zicky Dice being Zicky Dice. 62. Hell yeah. I'll say it again, chat. I love me some Zicky Dice. Outlandish Zicky Dice. Decent match. Reckoning defeated the Von Erichs in 12:33 when Akam pinned Ross Von Erich for the fall of man. 53 for this match. Very good. Very good performances from, honestly, both of them. The Von Erichs are improving too, but great from Akam and Rezar. And then our post-show, Cash Wheeler pins Robert Gibson. As to be expected, the top team does really good. The bottom team does not as great. 34 for that. Now, the show as a whole, we got 54 for the main event, I think. So I'm going to say 51. 51's my guess. 54. Pleasantly surprised. I think that's our highest rated show so far. Increases our popularity in 11 regions. We have to start getting better shows if we're going to really start to grow. That's the one thing that we're struggling with so far, is our show quality isn't increasing at the pace that we need it to increase at. I have to write out the card for pay-per-view 2 really quick so we can build to it. I call it pay-per-view, but it's just an event. It's not even a pay-per-view. Randy Orton's back at 100%. That's good to hear. Vice City Live number 7. WWE contract offer for Rinku. Can I just steal this dude? He's 32. Rinku Singh, former baseball player. Oh shit! That's the dude from the movie $1 Million Arm? I didn't realize he was a wrestler. Huh. I'm probably not gonna bring him in, but all eyes on Tennille Dashwood. She's getting a massive push in Impact, which is nice. She does deserve that. VCW, ooh, 1 month remaining on our deal. And then 0.6, 47,616 viewers. So how does that compare? Is that even more than last week? Yeah, it is more than last week. 47.6. Does not compare to our first episode, though, even though it was better. Interesting. So we're not getting a ton better here. But writing out card for pay-per-view 2, we're going to have Pentagon Jr. as the champion versus, we said, Rich Swan. And I know I'm old school. I like to write all the booking down on a notepad instead of using the in-game notepad, because I know it's there. You don't have to tell me. I know it's there, but I just, for some reason, prefer to do it here. TR. Have to have a match. We all know that. That is who they will have their match against. Yeah, we'll do that one. And then I just need 1 or 2 more matches. I'll set this to go so that we don't have to just wait for me to finish this and then go further. I need 2 more matches, chat. I need 2 more matches. Who would make for a compelling storyline? Oh, this guy definitely. Who should he face? That is who he will face. Who should Mike Bennett face? I want to give Mike Bennett another feud. I want to start giving him wins again, because Mike Bennett's going to be, to me, kind of that gatekeeper type figure, to where he's going to lose the big matches but win on a consistent enough basis. So, who would be a good feud for Mike Bennett heading into the next event? Orange Cassidy. You know what? That's what I should do. I should have Orange Cassidy in a feud with someone. Maybe Heath and Bennett. You see, I wanted to do Heath and Bennett, but they were the finals for the little mini tournament for the first one to face Pentagon Jr. for the title. So, whereas a rivalry or an angle with them would be good, I did just book them against each other. And I mean, I guess I did have Ben Carter and Mike Bennett face each other twice in a row, but they just had an unrelated match, and then to take them multiple weeks later and start an angle between them, I feel like is a little bit disjointed. Do I just like... Nah, fuck Mike Bennett. He's going to be off the card. We're going to put Orange Cassidy on our event, because that's what we do. However, Orange will be putting someone over, and who that is, I'm not sure of yet. Shima has now returned. Oh, fuck me, man. Ace Austin's dead. Yo. That's crazy. Jesus. When did he die? Thursday week 2? Oh, chat. Making an F in chat for Ace Austin? Jesus Christ. That, man, like... When you see the older workers die, like, it's always like, oh, man, this person died. But then fucking Ace Austin is dead. He's, like, 23? Something like that? Jeez, man. Worker. Oh, man. Ace Austin dies in accident. He's struck by light. God damn it, he got a Kenny death. That is so disrespectful for Ace Austin. Jesus, you give him a fucking Kenny death. Struck by lightning twice in quick succession. He was 23 years old. Yikes. Yikes, that sucks. Okay, but chat. You know what we gotta do here. We're gonna run a memorial show. Because that's what it's gotta be. I was gonna say you should sign him. I know, I love Ace Austin. Like, I've only seen a little bit from Ace Austin. I only watched Impact for a little bit this year, but he was a highlight. I'm honestly a little shocked that they chose to not put the title on him at Slammiversary and they went with Eddie Edwards instead. I feel like it was a very good nod to Eddie, and Eddie sticking with them through everything, giving him the world title again. It's a good thing that they did, but in terms of you see, I say that is a good thing they did, and then they just immediately fucking took the belt off of him and put it on Eric Young, and that pisses me off so much about booking, especially from Impact, man. They've gone through so many leadership changes, and it's still the same shit where you're gonna have this feel good moment, you're gonna put the title on Eddie at Slammiversary, and then you're gonna fucking take it away from him in like 3 weeks and put it on Eric Young. Put it on the returning TNA star who's fucking 40 years old. As opposed to, you go at Slammiversary, it's this 5-way match. You have Ace Austin win the title at 23, give him like a year-long, maybe 2-year-long reign, and fucking build this star, build the company around Ace Austin. It's the exact same thing that happened in the fucking tag team division. You had the North, who had like just over a year tag team title reign, and then the Motor City Machine Guns come back in for one night and fucking win the tag team titles. It has been so many leadership changes in TNA, but it never changes. The booking never changes. It is always the same. If there is a returning star coming back, they're putting the title on him immediately. Hope Rich wins, then Ace will win. Since they did have a feud earlier in the year. Yeah, you know. That was, I was actually going to do TNA leading up to Slammiversary. I had already planned it out. I had recorded a couple episodes, but I decided not to do it. Because I got really busy. I wasn't able to continue doing it. But I was going to do Impact, like, from Slammiversary on. And I kind of regret that I didn't now, because that would have been really fun. Very low expectations in that company, and a lot of talent. I would say, in real life, the best women's division in wrestling, by far. By a country mile, they have the best women's division in wrestling. Here we change... I thought there was somewhere you could change the name of the show. Maybe I'm just tripping. In fact, one of the favorite things to watch. I was watching Impact pretty consistently for a while. The only problem is I had Impact Plus so I could watch anything I wanted. I hated that it took like a week and a day to get the episodes because I wanted to watch them right after, like the night after, but there being that delay where I couldn't completely keep up with it, and if there was a pay-per-view coming, you know, you're an Impact behind by the time that pay-per-view debuts. That was the one thing that put me off from continuing watching. Other than that, fantastic. But that one thing, I was like, man, that makes it so hard to follow. Oh, and I can't change the name. So this was going to be the Ace Austin Memorial Show, but I swear there used to be a thing where you could like pick up here and change the name of the show. I'm probably just tripping massive balls right now, but that was a thing in my mind at least. So has John Silver got his... He's still cooled momentum. So John True Edge Watch Online. That's fair. Do they still stream it on Twitch? I know they're constantly streaming content on Twitch, but do they still stream like live impacts on Twitch? Because at that point, I might just do that. John Silver. Go to events. No, you can't. It's already locked. Yeah, once you've entered the booking screen, you're basically just fucked. I can't go in here to change it as much as I want to. But I know in spirit it will be the Ace Austin Memorial Show. Maybe that'll just be our next event. We'll have our next event set for like a week or two, and it'll be the Ace Austin Memorial Show. Faces. I feel like I don't have enough face job guys. I'm going to bring in a couple talents off the street, local workers. They're just old TNA because I never saw them live. No. I know they were live for a while before they got the Access TV deal. Like when they were showing on Pursuit, the hunting channel, I know they were streaming it on Twitch because fucking no one had Pursuit. Jesse Neal. I remember Jesse Neal. Okay, so he was an actual former member of the military. That was the thing I always thought was like, was this dude actually in the military? Inc. So we're gonna bring him in. Gabby. Oh, shortlist her. So you got Jack Gallagher. Ooh. Chat, what do you think? Jack Gallagher? Do we bring him in for a show? He's only 30. This is another one. We talked about this earlier. If only he hadn't been accused of sexual assault, I would sign the fuck out of Jack Gallagher. He is talented. He is charismatic. He is allegedly not a good person. So we're not going to sign him. Jesse Sorensen, who fuck TNA for the whole Jesse Sorensen thing, man. That sucked for him. Face Freeman. More of a you call, you know. I know, that's the thing with producing the YouTube series and the streams. You just have to be so mindful of what people are doing. Because in the end, it's just a game. You know, I can say, oh, I brought in Jack Gallagher because he's good. But at the same time, these are real life people and they do real life things. And you don't want to make it seem like you're supporting that. I support the talents. I don't necessarily support the decisions. So we're just going to steer clear of all those people in the show. I think, did we just lose the music again? Yeah, we have a YouTube premium ad. No thank you. Where are we now? Cyberpunk horror dark synth mix. Sounds pretty lit. John Silver versus A Face. Who did we just bring in? Jesse Neal. Silver's gonna go over Jesse Neal. Sure, I mean, think of it as a game, but if you have doubts, I mean, yeah, it is just a game in the end. And I could easily bring in these people, but that's another thing, is I want to maintain some semblance of realism in the game, because there's so much you can do, and the mod makers take so many liberties with it that it's not entirely accurate. You know, I'm in this mod and I have fucking FTR. And FTR are, by all accounts, exclusively signed with AEW, but I have them here. So there's these little immersion breaks here and there. I'd like to, if someone's engulfed in a scandal, try to just steer clear of it if I can. But that's the other thing. I don't know how long you've been watching, but fucking Tyler Bate in-game scandal is a Nazi. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I wanted Tyler Bate to come in here. He was going to be the top face, and he's a fucking Nazi in the video game. Oh, that's one that just makes me laugh. Caleb Connolly is going to lose to... Did he already face Warhorse? He did not face the Warhorse yet. So he is going to face the Warhorse now. I saw that. Yeah, dude. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, if you go back and watch episode 1, I'll go do it after after we book this show. I was going to sign Tyler Bate, and it was like engulfed in scandal, some shit about being a Nazi. And I just sat there for a minute, because it was off stream when I first was setting up the mod, and I just sat there for a minute like, what? And then immediately over other screen, Google Tyler Bate Nazi. He's not actually a Nazi in real life. It's just the game. But I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, I know there's random scandals, but Jesus. That is a first for me. I've had like the sex scandals, the drug scandals, never a neo-Nazi. Was not expecting that. Calvin Tankman. Ben Carter. Was Ben Carter over enough to have matches with not great people? No, he's not. Austin Gunn. Stone Cold is a prostitute addict on mine? Jeez. Yeah, this game be wild. It is pretty wild, man. But that's what makes it fun. You never know what's waiting around the corner. I was like, can you still do the shake it up cheat in this game that you could do in 2016 that forces the plane crash? Because if you can, no, I take that back. I was gonna say I kind of want to do it, but I don't want to do that. I would lose all of my top talent if I did that. Unless it was like New Japan or CMLL, I'm gonna lose so much talent. Then that's provided it doesn't hit me. Austin Gunn. Tim Storm. Austin Gunn versus Tim Storm. Yeah, it's going to flop, but we're going to do it. Because neither of them are over enough. Going to ask you the same. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if you can do the shake it up in this. Is an excellent question. That would be, I haven't tried the codes on the new game. I'll check it out, though. If you can, I think I might make that into a streaming series even. Because, like, just trying to recover from the crash, I feel like would be a really fun one. Maybe someday where I just have, like, a whole day to stream, I'll just stream myself doing that all day. That'd be a fun one, wouldn't it? Alexander Hammerstone. Ooh, man, I want to try something. 2v2, it's going to be on the pre-show. Because it's got to be on the pre-show. But Hammerstone and Pillman Jr., I want them to have chemistry so bad. Because I would love that tag team. Dan the Dad, Colin Delaney, Grado, and we did Grado and Shug D. Pre-show match. Book segment. Oh man, we're approaching 2 hours pretty quickly here. Time flies when you're streaming, chat. Having a lot of fun. Mike Bennett is still hot. Who was the other face that we brought in? Did we already use him? Yeah, we definitely already used him. Shake it up code for 2020 and says it's not valid. Oh man. You might have to just Google the cheat codes for this one. I'll Google them really quick. TEW 2020 cheats. TEW 2016 all cheats. So there is a video on YouTube with all the cheats for 2020, but I don't really feel like watching the video in the middle of the stream. Super cheats. Alright, I'll figure it out and we'll do it another time. For right now, I want to get this show booked, and then I think I'm going to do this one, and then maybe one more, and then that'll be it for tonight. No Way Jose is going to face... Has he faced Ziggy yet? Match history. Oh, it's starting to get messy. Not C. V. He has not faced No Way Jose yet, so we're going to give him a match versus No Way Jose. Zicky Dice, the workhorse. You got the warhorse and you got the workhorse. I would so put that in a promo if I were actually booking this company in real life. Zicky Dice versus No Way Jose. This is not a strong card. This is not at all a strong card. Warhorse. What are we going to name our second pay-per-view, chat? I will leave it up to you guys. What is our second event, television event, not exactly a pay-per-view? What is our second television event going to be called? Some good names. I was initially, when I thought about making VCW as a YouTube series, I was just going to name them after classic rock songs. Clash at the Beach. I was initially going to name them after like classic rock songs and like 80s, 90s, like the style the company's going to be, and make like custom intros for each one. But that was a lot of work. Great Balls of Fire. Was Great Balls of Fire rock? I don't think it was rock. We're going to... Oh, of course, I can't fucking make events yet. So we're going to say... Warhorse. Warhopser. Warhorse wants a rematch with Zicky at next event. We are going to call it Vice City, Miami. Hmm. Neon Dream. We're going to call it Neon Dream. That's what it's going to be, chat. I think that is an excellent name. I don't know about you guys, but I think it fits with the style of the company. Austin Gunn versus Tim Storm, which is going to flop majorly as a match. After that, I will put... No, this is going to be the main event spot. Vampiro, Pentagon Jr., Vampiro says Rich Juan will fall quickly to Pentagon Jr. And we're going to put that at the very back. Ziki Dice, microphone. Ziki Dice agrees to a rematch with Warhorse if Warhorse. Oh man, don't you love typos? If Warhorse agrees to put his hair on the line. So it won't necessarily be a hair versus hair match. It will just be Warhorse's hair. John Silver, Heath Slater, a match with Heath Slater at Neon Dream. Is it Neon Dream or Neon Dreams? Neon Dream. Okay, that works. So John Silver calls his shot, calls out Heath Slater. We do need an angle after that Tim Storm one. The Pope. That's what we can do with the Pope. Who's going to manage Mike Bennett? The Pope and says he wants to be famous. Because the Pope keeps asking who wants to be famous. Mike Bennett wants to be famous. And we just need one more segment, and then we're good for the show. And that will be FTR, Dax Hardwood, Cash Wheeler, Akam, Razor, FTR calls out oh man, I suck at spelling. So FTR are going to call out the Reckoning. They may be bad guys, but they do respect the business and the people in the business. So that's one way to put it. Caleb Conley versus Warhorse. This match, they're going to tell a story just because it has to happen. And I think we're going to go. Hopefully the show goes well. I never use Orange Cassidy. That is something. So, you know what? He's not going to call out Heath Slater. He's going to call out Orange Cassidy. Because I don't want to do this to Heath. And then Jim Cornette is going to get his own segment. Announces a new title at Neon Dream. So we're going to add like a television title at Neon Dream. Just because I know it's something I criticized AEW about doing too quickly, but I'm not AEW, and this company is meant to be nothing like them. We're literally just going to use it as an accessory, and it's just going to be there to have a consistent thing going every week, and I'm happy with that. Okay, Grado and Shug D don't work as a team, but you know who do work as a team? Or at least who don't not work as a team? Brian Pillman Jr. and Alexander Hammerstone. And if you just look at the pictures together, that looks like they should be a fucking team, man. I may have to make them a team soon. And especially because they're both performing very well. 34 for them. Or 34 for the match. They both high 30s. Shug D and Grado, as you'd expect, not great. Pineapple Pete. And about that, didn't have much heat at Terrible Wrestling. Tim Storm defeated Austin Gunn at 13-24. 36 for that match. 38 for Tim Storm. 18 for Austin Gunn. Yeah, Austin, it's going to be a long time to build you up. Gets the show off to a strong start. Hey! They weren't turned off by a match between jobbers on the main card. That's good. I didn't get that notification. Very happy with that. Excellent. Bennett comes to Pope, says he wants to be famous. 47. Gets the crowd hotter. They both improvised well. 66 for Jim Cornette announcing the new title. Oh, man, Jim Cornette. Anchoring the show, baby. Warhorse over Caleb Connolly, 39, 36 for Warhorse, 30 for Connolly, 38 for Warhorse's promo. See, that's the thing, man. Warhorse improvises well in a promo, he gets a 38. Zicky Dice improvises well in a promo, he gets in the fucking 60s. Zicky's a star. 39, John Silver goes over Jesse Neal. 37 for Silver, 29 for Jesse Neal. 37, John Silver wants a match with Orange Cassidy at Neon Dream. 49, Dax Hard. Oh, man, they both fucked up not having scripts here. 49 for that one, still good. 42 for the match for Zicky Dice over No Way Jose in our main event. 41 for Zicky Dice, 26 for No Way Jose. Bro, Zicky Dice is the fucking man, chat. Zicky Dice may be the second champion in AEW history. Not AEW, VCW history. Mark my words, he may be the second Vice City Wrestling champion. He is electric. His promo gets a 50. I have no doubts it would have been even better had it not been also rated on Warhorse. Excellent there. 50 for the promo, man. 47. He does better than the fucking champion and his manager. Ooh, Ziggy Dice is a stud. A stud, chat. A stud. And now we finished the show. What is it going to get? Well, the main event wasn't very good, but there were a lot of really good angles on the show. So I'm going to say it gets a 51, which is very ambitious, considering the match portion was so low. But I believe that the segments carried the show to a 51. 49. Damn it, so close. Increased our popularity in 11 regions, but obviously not by a ton, because you need to really exceed expectations to get it that good. So if I go over here, I want to edit my card a little bit. Silver versus orange. There we go. Okay, that might not happen, but I'll make that one. Josh Alexander is gone from Impact. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh, never mind. In one of the mods I was playing, he was only available in Canada. I feel like it was this one. No, it was definitely this one. Because he was on my initial list of, yeah. If I look here, yeah. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but this was my initial list of, oh, Jesus. My initial list assigned, and right there, we have the North crossed out. Because Josh Alexander was only available to work in Canada. But now, since he's worked one show in America, he can work in America. I don't know what company he worked it for. AEW. It was AEW. He worked one show in America, and he can work in America now. That's one thing that I really dislike about the TEW system is once a worker works literally one show in a region, they're available in that region. It just makes the whole thing kind of dumb. So Tennille Dashwood and Jordan Grace both signed long-term with Impact, which is good. If I had a women's division, man, I would basically just steal the Impact women's division. Not gonna lie, that is exactly what I would do. Dozer is hurt, which is... Thought it was gonna be, yeah, Otis Dozovich. That is not what I expected his actual name to be. You go, Otis. BCW 0.6. Okay. The viewership was pretty good still. So I can dig that. Oh shit, we did Neon Dream and not the Ace Austin Memorial Show. We'll do... Are we going to do one more show, or are we going to go right into the Memorial Show? Or right into the pay-per-view? We have the pay-per-view set up now. Ah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's go right into the pay-per-view. So that would be week 4. Nice, yeah. It's 4 weeks since the last one. Events and TV shows. Vice City Hotline. No. We have to simulate it at least one day first. Then we can do the event. How you guys doing? Chat's been a little quiet. Been a little lonely. Good to know you guys are still there, though. Wednesday. Ooh, brutal. Triple H and Stephanie get divorced. Still here? Thank you, Manny. I feel like in almost every mod, Triple H and Stephanie get divorced. Like, is it just me? Or... I feel like that's another thing that we should be able to change. Like the... I guess it is. Relationship frequency. I'm dumb. I am dumb. I was going to say that should be another thing we can change because people get divorced so often. You can change it right here. My mod Triple H always divorces. It seems like it, man. I don't get it. Yo, should we increase the death frequency? Is that something we should do? I feel like no, but maybe. Maybe. Natural growth limits full. What is natural growth limits? Is that like growth limits? Ceilings on popularity. How many people are watching the show in each region? In a stop situation where a company could run a great show in their home region and gain large amounts of popularity everywhere. As many years. Looked at maximum popularity. Okay, that makes sense. I thought that was gonna be like the randomness cap that it sets on people that you can just turn on or off, but no, that actually makes a lot of sense. So what this does is it, like, let's say that I'm Impact and I run like a 90 show, I'm not gonna get like a crazy boost in popularity because not a lot of people saw it, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm good with that. Death frequency. I'll consider changing death frequency, but for right now, after the loss of Ace Austin, we're not gonna do that quite yet. So now we go to events and TV, and we're gonna change Vice City to Tuesdays, and we're going to add an event called Vice City Neon Dream. And it's just going to be 2 hours? Should we do 2.5? No, it really doesn't need to be much more than 2 hours because our matches can only go 15 fucking minutes, so pardon my French there, but matches can't go on very long, so it doesn't matter. Just because that is the nature of the product we have, which I still think is kind of crappy. I think the product system in 2020 is inferior to the product system in 2016. That might just be me, but I liked being able to basically fully customize the product and fine-tune it to what I wanted out of it, as opposed to just picking from predetermined ones. Because I would definitely be able to make a much better product in 2016 than in this. That would much more fit the style I want. Because I do want that 80s style WWF, huge over-the-top characters, not fantastic wrestling, but my one critique of the product that's pre-done here is that, the matches can only go for so long. They can only go for 15 minutes, and over that they get a penalty. And I feel like I should be able to at least run like 20, 30-minute matches without getting a penalty. So they're not going to bring back Samoa Joe. We are 100% going to bring in Samoa Joe then. It's $21.40? Fuck yeah, dude. $21.40 to bring in Samoa Joe hot out of the WWE. He will easily slide in as our biggest star. However, if we look here, Pentagon Jr. is going to re-sign with AEW. They're only going to offer him a handshake deal. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, because they only can because they have the deal with AAA. Fuck yes, dude. I totally thought we were about to lose Pentagon Jr. And I was going to be like, oh, man, I don't want to lose him. I don't want to lose him yet. Especially because he's my first champion and he's been champion for like 2 months. Shima Booker rant. Spoken to by police. Jeez, man. What the fuck is wrong with Shima? Oh, but, yeah. Manny, if we come here, I was going to show you Tyler Bate. So Tyler Bate looking all smooth and stuff. Negotiate. You are reminded that Tyler Bate is currently considered toxic following a scandal after being recorded using pro-Nazi imagery and language. So, in the game, Tyler Bate's a Nazi, and I have to wait till people forget that before I can go after him. Otherwise, he would have been on the roster. Tully Blanchard, exclusive written. Fuck that, man. Trey Miguel. Troll. Triple H. Alright, let's get to Neon Dream. I have the Neon Dream card written down here. Hopefully, I know I said I was going to plan this out a little bit more last episode, but I didn't really get a chance to this week. It's been a very chaotic week, to say the least. I will definitely have more planned out for the next episode, like further planned out. Not necessarily more content, but just like further fleshed out so I can build towards some of these things a little bit better. Because there's going to be matches on this card that I have not built to at all, which kind of sucks, but that is the way that it goes. That is why things are the way they are. Professional wrestling is better than things that you like. Said by John Oliver, which at the time might have been true, but now is not. All right. It is Sunday, so tomorrow. The hell? Jeff Cobb and Brody King. Now that's a fucking tag team, man. Those are two big dudes. Pentagon Jr. staying with AEW. Do we have any production things that we can do? Does it boost our viewership if I increase production values? I'm not 100% sure. I should definitely read that a different time. Live event experience levels. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to do any of that. I'm just going to roll with my event on Destination America. Have some fun. Oh, chat, don't forget, below me here is my Twitter. I tweet out when I'm going live. I tweet out when the AEW videos come up. If I do start a new TEW series, I'll tweet when that goes up. My random TEW live streams, I tweet when those go up. My live streams on Twitch, I tweet when those go up. That is an important follow down there, Twitter. If you feel so inclined and want to keep up with all the content, that is the best place to go. We signed Samoa Joe to this company. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. Oh, man. I don't know why I did it, but I fucking did it. And I'm happy with it. Oh, our TV deal is going to end in like a week or two, isn't it? It's coming up real soon. Here it is. So it's only for events. It's not TV shows, but you can edit the name here. You can edit the... Wow, dude, you can edit everything. Edit the length, the intent, special set, all this stuff. That's very nifty and very handy to know about. I do quite like that you can do that. So we're going to be shown on Destination America. Have Matt Cardona. I don't really care. I haven't used him at all. I feel like there's so many people I have not used at all. I feel bad. I have way too big a roster. That's the problem. Johnny Silver. He still does not have good momentum. But he is going to face Orange Cassidy. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Samoa Joe is sick. What about Samoa Joe being sick? Is he like real life sick or like, bro, that's sick? I'm not quite sure what the comment is supposed to mean. I'm sorry. Open match with John Silver and Orange Cassidy. John Silver goes over. Orange Cassidy is furious, and I don't fucking care. You are going to... Oh, no. I forgot. John Silver is going to win via an outside interference finish. Orange Cassidy. And what's that dude's name? Calvin Tankman. He's going to be the bodyguard for John Silver. So we have our tag team match. FTR are going to face the Reckoning. I feel like it's way too early to have this major match, but we're going to do it. Because I built to it, and I fucked up by building to it. And it's going to happen. Sick isn't cool. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure. It's going to end in a draw. Because I really don't think I could have one team win this match. It's going to end in a draw. Oh, no, that's kind of not what I want to do. Sports entertainment finish? No. I don't want to do time limit, because time limit is always shitty. Double count out? Double pinfall? Double count out. Yeah. FTR. I feel like that's definitely going to outperform the event. Like, those are two top tier tag teams. Rich Swann versus Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. Open match. Steal the show. 13 minutes. World Heavyweight title. Who else was going to be on the card? Zicky Dice versus Warhorse. Have them go 12 minutes. Warhorse is going to get the win this time. But he is going to get a flash pinfall. So neither of them has like a really solid win. And neither of them is going to get like a solid win. We're going to build to it down the line where they have like an actual competitive deep match. And one of them finally wins the little rivalry. So we need to go to the roster because Mike Bennett is now going to be managed by the Pope. Since his wife is not available. Match Mike Bennett with the Pope. Look at the faces that we have for him to face. Has he faced Dan the Dad? I think only Ziggy Dice has faced Dan the Dad here. Yeah, he's in the Battle Royal, but he has not faced Dan the Dad in one-on-one competition. 8 minutes. Mike Bennett. Open match. Cool. I could have that kick off the show. Or I could have Ziggy and Warhorse kick off the show. Tim Storm, Macardona. Ooh, we finally have Shima for a show. Faces. Oh, dude, Shima versus Ben Carter. I think that's what I wanted to book initially between that. Go 11 minutes. Can they have a high spots match? Fuck yeah, dude. They can have a high spots match. Ben Carter. Match. High spots. This is going to be a stacked card, chat. We're already at 90 minutes. Wow. And then I had one more match I wanted to make, I think. Yeah, we just want Hammerstone to have a match here. He is gonna face... Has he faced Tim Storm yet? He has not faced Tim Storm yet, so he's gonna face Tim Storm. And Tim Storm is gonna be the first one to actually challenge Hammerstone. They're gonna have a 7-minute match. But it's not gonna be open. He's still gonna fuck him up. I had Tim Storm, yeah. Losing that match. And this match actually will tell a story. Now I gotta fill in the angles. Warhorse, Ziki Dice. Have them both entertain. Ziki is shocked. Warhorse celebrates while Ziki argues with the ref. Mike Bennett versus Dan the Dad. Mike Bennett and the Pope. Microphone from the Pope. Entertainment from Bennett. Ha, my god, I didn't even realize this one. The Pope is about to perform a miracle. Oh man, that was good. I am so good at puns and shit. I hate my life for doing that. Alexander Hammerstone, Shane Douglas. I have a lot of managers, which would make sense if we're trying to do like an old 80s style product to have a lot of managers. So here we go. Douglas says it is time to make the tries champion. Shit is gonna be soon. You can't deny that. Shima versus Ben Carter. It was after that Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette announces VCW TV title, which we will deal with in the next episode. I took Matt Stryker out, not him. John Silver and Orange Cassidy. John Silver and Calvin Tankman. He's gonna be Menace. John Silver introduces his... I don't know why I keep capitalizing things like that. Bodyguard Calvin Tankman. He should probably be scripted. We're getting up there in time too. FTR versus The Reckoning. Cash Wheeler. Dax Hardwood. Ecom Razor. They're all just going to keep fighting. The 4 men fight until... So they all fight until security separates them. They're like brawling on the outside, and that's how the double countout happens. Vampiro, Pentagon Jr. Microphone, entertainment. Actually, I just want him to do star quality, maybe? 5 minutes. Vampiro says no. One will take the title off of Pentagon. Alright, so we have our event ready to run. We will add a pre-show match, though. 4-way tag team match. Just to try to see if we can hit on a couple of extra tag teams. No Way Jose and Shug D. Colin Delaney and Grado. Nope, messed up by hitting gender on accident. Austin Gunn and Austin Gunn and Jimmy Rave. Brian Pillman Jr. and Caleb Connolly. No, I want to do Caleb Connolly with Austin Gunn and Jimmy Rave with Brian Pillman Jr. Just like those combinations better. I don't know why. Book the segment. Oh, I mean, I guess my increase in costs is also me running pre-shows. I wasn't doing that before. Cassidy's furious. Shima's unhappy. Those aren't really things that concern me too much. Pre-show match gets a 32, 37 from Pillman. He looks like he carried the match. Didn't hit on any unexpected chemistries, which does kind of suck. 41 from Zicky Dice, 37 from Warhorse in their match. 42 gets the show off to a strong start, makes the crowd hotter. Happy with that. Surprise cradle from Warhorse, and he keeps his hair. Happy with the results of that one. These two are so good. Zicky Dice is shocked. Warhorse celebrates. Zicky argues with the referee. 63. What can you say? Zicky Dice just carrying segments left and right, man. Segments deserve better announcing. Mike Bennett defeats Dan the Dad. 34 from Bennett. 20 from Dan. 33 for the match. 44 for the segment. Pope is about to perform a miracle with Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett did not do well without a script to follow. 41 for the Tim Storm Hammerstone match. It's really good. I think this is Hammerstone's best match so far, as he does have a somewhat competitive match with Tim Storm, the veteran. And they also performed very similarly, so I'm happy with that. Shane Douglas puts over Hammerstone again, says he should be the champion. 44. 35 for this match. I had higher hopes for it, but I guess that's how it goes. Ben Carter defeats Shima. Shima well outperforms Ben Carter. It gets a 35. 65 for Cornette announcing the TV title. 56 for John Silver versus Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy somehow carries the match. Calvin Tankman has his bodyguard gimmick debut. Gets very good. Yeah. That's what we got to say about that one. 56. John Silver's on the rise. He's performing really well, too. John Silver is outperforming Mike Bennett. That's perspective there. John Silver is outperforming Mike Bennett. John Silver introduces Calvin Tankman as his bodyguard, 32. And I feel like that would be hilarious because Calvin Tankman's such a big man and John Silver's such a small man. I think that just works perfectly for what we're trying to do. 58 for our tag team title match as we get an ad here. Oh, this is not the time for ad. We need the epic music here more than ever. FTR draws with the Reckoning in 2030 following a double countout. 58 for this segment. FTR performs really well. Akam and Razor perform pretty well too. A little too long given our audience. I don't care. This match would have been so good if it went 15 minutes on this show. Like, it would have been in the 60s. That was an excellent match. 61 for their angle. 54, Top Rope Styles Clash. Pentagon Jr. beats Rich Swann. 51 from Pentagon. 44 from Rich Swann. Gets the crowd buzzing. 54 for the match. And the post-show angle, or the post-match angle, gets a 52. So for the show as a whole, what do I think it got? Well, knowing that we have so much of the rating tied up in the main event and the best, not even the best angle, well, yeah, the best angle, I guess, in the default product, but there being the tag team ones that were also insanely good, I would have to say that this show got a 50. Oh, man. Am I going to do it? Am I really at 58? I'm going to say a 58. I'm going to choose to believe, chat. I'm going to choose to believe that we did really well. 56. 56 was on the tip of my tongue, and I went with 58, but that's okay. Increases our popularity in 11 regions. We're going to make a speech. Zicky, of course. Warhorse. Orange. Point Orange out is a good example because you put him over. And then compliment Ziggy and Warhorse. Just because I also wanted to thank Orange Cassidy and mitigate the negative effects on his morale that will happen from losing to John Silver, because he's our biggest star and we just had him fucking jobbed to a lower mid-card guy. I guess he's not a lower mid-card, he's just a regular mid-carder, but still. Like, I would not be happy in his shoes. So he's probably not very happy. Caleb Connolly and Shima are both gone. Destination America TV deal is 2 weeks. Ooh, huge viewership bump there. Goes up almost, well over 3,000 actually. About 3,200 viewers were up, if I'm remembering correctly. Show history. Neon Dream gets 50,000 viewers. Yeah, that is up huge. We're starting to really grow now. The growth trajectory is starting. I want to look at our top 100. Neon Dream was our best event. Top matches. Damn, dude. Neon Dream had 3 of our 4 best matches. Pentagon Jr., Rich Swann, John Silver, and Orange Cassidy, and that amazing tag team match. Had the best attendance, and all of these have gotten a 0.6 so far. So, not too much to examine there. But that is going to be where we cut stream tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I thank you guys for watching. Next Friday night, same time, same place, we'll be here. YouTube, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be streaming more Vice City Wrestling. Tomorrow, Saturday, we will have the next episode of the AEW series out. Hopefully, which should be out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being here, hanging out. I really appreciated it. It's been a lot of fun. And I hope to see you guys in the same place next week. So, thank you guys.